a fast-moving wildfire has created a major emergency on the northwestern edge of Reno, Nevada. The Hawk Fire, which started Saturday, August 22, has burned more than 15,000 acres across the rugged foothills around Peavine Mountain. As of Monday morning, the incident remained 0% contained. Homes have burned, at least 6 people have been injured, and evacuation orders or warnings have affected roughly 90,000 residents across Washoe County. The most important distinction is that not everyone inside that larger figure faces the same instruction. About 42,000 residents were reported inside Go Now zones, where leaving is mandatory. Roughly 45,000 more were in warning zones and told to prepare, with many encouraged to depart early so emergency routes would remain available. Those boundaries can move with the fire. So, the address level evacuation map matters more than any number repeated in a broadcast. There were no confirmed deaths at the time of this update. 3 civilians and 3 first responders were reported injured. Authorities also confirmed that structures had been destroyed, but a complete damage count was still pending because assessment teams could not safely enter every burned area. This is a serious urban interface wildfire, but accuracy matters. Reno as a whole has not been destroyed. The immediate danger is concentrated along the city's northern and northwestern edge, where open grassland and brush meet expanding residential neighborhoods. That geography is exactly what makes the incident so difficult. Officials say the Hawk Fire began off Hawk Meadow Trail, about 1 mile north of Cold Creek Trail in the Somerset area northwest of Reno. It ignited in grass and brush, then expanded with extraordinary speed under gusty winds, low humidity, and dry late summer vegetation. By Saturday evening, official mapping placed the fire at more than 10,500 acres. Updated mapping on Sunday increased the estimate to approximately 15,040 acres, or about 23 square miles. That rapid growth does not mean the fire advanced evenly in every direction. Wind-driven fires often develop long, irregular edges. Flames can race through fine fuels such as cured grass, while pockets inside the perimeter remain partially unburned. Embers can also travel ahead of the main flame front, creating spot fires across roads, dozer lines, or other breaks that might stop a slower-moving incident. Peavine Mountain adds another layer of difficulty. Slopes, channel wind, limit vehicle access, and create rapid changes in fire behavior as the sun heats different sides of the terrain. At the same time, homes and businesses ring portions of these foothills. Firefighters are therefore not working only on a remote vegetation fire. They must protect lives and buildings while also trying to establish a defensible perimeter across rough ground. The evacuation has become one of the largest immediate consequences of the Hawk Fire. Residents in Go Now zones were instructed to leave without delay, while people in Get Set areas were told to prepare for a rapid departure and monitor official alerts. Reports placed approximately 13,700 residences within the broader evacuation boundary. That number represents homes exposed to evacuation measures. It is not a count of homes damaged or destroyed. For families leaving under pressure, the difference matters. A warning gives people time to collect medication, identification, essential documents, chargers, water, and supplies for children or pets. A Go Now order means that preparation time has ended. Waiting to see flames can be deadly because smoke, stalled traffic, fallen utility lines, and shifting road closures may block an escape route long before fire reaches a neighborhood. Washoe County opened an evacuation center at the Reno Sparks Convention Center, Hall 4, at 4590 South Virginia Street. Officials directed small animals to Washoe County Regional Animal Services at 2825 Longley Lane, Large animals could be taken to the Ironwood Event Center at 5600 Whiskey Springs Road. Shelter capacity and access instructions can change, so evacuees should verify those details before traveling.
Somewhat insane.
Images and field reports confirmed that some homes and vehicles had burned. However, officials had not released a complete structure loss total by the cutoff for this report. That delay should not be interpreted as concealment or proof of a larger unreported disaster. Damage teams normally wait until fire conditions, weakened trees, power lines, propane tanks, and unstable structures no longer create an unacceptable risk. Nearly 10,000 homes and businesses were reported without electricity at one point Sunday, although outage totals can rise or fall as lines are isolated and services restored. Smoke and evacuation zones also disrupted medical care, transportation, and routine public services. Anyone dependent on powered medical equipment should not assume that electricity will return on a fixed schedule. Local emergency managers or medical providers can help identify safer options. U.S. Route 395 and numerous surface streets north and northwest of Reno experienced closures. The official road list changed repeatedly as authorities protected evacuation corridors and repositioned crews. For that reason, this report will not recommend a single escape route. A road that was open an hour ago may be closed now, and driving toward a checkpoint can interfere with emergency equipment. Residents should follow police direction and use the live perimeter map and Nevada transportation information. Reno Tahoe International Airport, the region's main commercial airport, was outside the principal evacuation area in the latest reporting, but smoke can still reduce visibility and disrupt travel. The broader lesson is that infrastructure effects extend well beyond the flame front. A wildfire can isolate neighborhoods through road closures, smoke, power loss, and overloaded services, even when fire never reaches every location. The response brought together the U.S. Forest Service, Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District, Reno Fire Department, state agencies, law enforcement, and supporting crews from outside the region. The official Sunday morning update listed about 400 personnel and 10 aviation resources, while later reporting indicated that the force continued to expand to roughly 800 people. International firefighters already supporting the United States were also reported among the resources assigned in the region. Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo declared a state of emergency in Washoe County on Saturday. The declaration directs state agencies to work through the Nevada Emergency Operations Center and supplement the local response. Ground crews have used engines, hand crews, and bulldozers to create fuel breaks and defend structures. Aircraft can cool active edges and slow fire movement, but retardant and water drops do not by themselves contain a wildfire. Ground crews still must secure the line. Wind, smoke, terrain, and other aircraft can restrict aviation. A helicopter or air tanker may be visible 1 hour and absent the next because flight crews must operate within safety limits. That is not evidence that the response has stopped. Commanders continuously move resources to the places where they can be used without exposing crews to entrapment or collision hazards. Weather will remain central to the next phase of the fight. In its 2:41 a.m. Monday discussion, the National Weather Service office in Reno forecast west to southwest wind gusts near 25 miles per hour Monday afternoon around the Sierra Front, including the Hawk Fire. Relative humidity was expected to fall into the 20 to 25% range. Those conditions support elevated fire behavior even without the most extreme warning category. The more difficult period may arrive from Tuesday through the second half of the week. Forecast guidance showed a 50 to 80% probability of maximum gusts above 30 miles per hour across parts of the region. The Weather Service said gusts could reach about 35 miles per hour and around 40 in wind-prone locations, with the most widespread critical conditions then appearing possible from Wednesday through Friday.
Start moving to the side.
For residents, the next safe action depends on the official zone covering their address. If the map says go now, leave immediately using the route directed by authorities. If the address is in a get-set area, keep the vehicle fueled. Place essential medication and identification where they can be carried quickly, include supplies for animals, and be ready for the warning to change. Do not return through a closure to check property, recover belongings, or record video. That can place both residents and responders in danger. Use emergencywashoe.com and the linked perimeter map for evacuation boundaries, road closures, and shelter information. Call 311 for evacuation information when available, preserving 911 for immediate threats to life. Check NV Energy for outages, the National Weather Service for changing wind and thunderstorm forecasts, and AirNow for current smoke conditions. At this cutoff, the verified picture is more than 15,000 acres burned, 0% containment, 6 reported injuries, homes lost, and tens of thousands of people under orders or warnings. Those facts are serious enough without exaggeration. Thank you for watching Extreme Weather US. If careful, source-based disaster coverage helps you understand rapidly changing emergencies, consider subscribing for the next verified update. Most importantly, follow local officials and put personal safety ahead of property.
Oh, Jesus Christ.